All right, so let's go ahead and take a taste. Oh my God, so good. Man, that was good. Right, like not full with all that sugar either. Right, that was really good, guys. Really, really good. Good morning, everybody. It's day 3 of the Margaritaville SC Islander cruise. I am up this early in the morning for breakfast. It's around 7 o'clock. We have to be up and ready for our excursion down on deck 2 at 9:10. So, I decided to come on down, get a little breakfast. So I'm not rushing this morning to actually get down to where I'm supposed to get to, but check out the moon, guys. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, but that's the moon right there. Last night I got a really good picture of the moon. But also, guys, look at this sunrise. Let's go grab something to eat. Then we're gonna find somewhere to sit. Probably outside because it's not as hot. So once I get my food and get a seat, I'll bring you guys back. All right, everybody. So I finally found me something to eat. Let's have a look. So I have omelet. They had these potato cakes, pancakes, Italian sausage today. They also, I got eggs, grits, corned beef hash with cheese. And I got some coffee and some apple juice. But I know I said I was gonna do the eggs no more yesterday. But I noticed I didn't have cheese, I didn't have everything that's in it today. So we're gonna give it a taste, guys. All right, so let's give this a taste over here first, since this is what really wasn't hitting yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste this and mix everything up. That is good with the corned beef hash, the cheese, and stuff. It's not bad. I wish I had this yesterday. Cause I would just eat this for real. But once again, good morning, everybody. My name is Jason. I'm with JTD Travel, and this is day 3 of the Margaritaville SC Islander cruise. We just docked at Port of Cozumel, and yeah, it seems like it's a pretty slow morning for us to be getting off the ship, but I'm pretty sure probably within the next hour or so, everybody probably gonna start heading down to eat breakfast. So I'm glad I came down here now. It's pretty much not full. You can find any seats anywhere, so yeah. So, all right. We already know the omelet's good. That was from yesterday. But let's try some of the things we didn't have yesterday. So these potato cakes. I think Carnival potato cakes take it. Royal Caribbean too. Theirs seem a lot more fresh. I'm trying to think of what to say, like, like the quality of it is very gritty. You're not really getting chunks of potato like you do in the other ones. Like, it's not really flaky. I mean, it's a cake, but you know. Alright, I'm high on it. Like, we're the first boat to dock. I see a Carnival. I wonder if that's the celebration or the Mardi Gras. Or it could be the Jubilee. I know the Royal Caribbean Radiances of the Seas was pouring out of Tampa the same time we left. And then I also yesterday saw, I think it's the MSC Seashore. I actually saw them yesterday too. But a little story time. So apparently the first night we had to stop because the cruise, I guess the captain came across a submarine. And so, like, they said they had to stop the ship for like an hour to radio it in, I guess, to the Coast Guard to see if that was an American submarine or somebody else. But they said by the time they tried to get the coordinates of the submarine had already went back underwater. And so they had to sit and wait just to make sure there wasn't nothing going on. And so they spent the whole day yesterday trying to catch us back up so we could arrive here on time. So I can definitely say they were successful, because yesterday, for it to be a sea day, this boat was moving. Like, the whole entire time, like trucking. So I believe they made up their time. But we the first ones to dock here in Mexico. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna finish eating my breakfast this morning. Then I'm gonna head back to the deck, get dressed and stuff, and then we're gonna head down to deck 2. That's the meeting spot for the excursion today. Alright, I'll see you guys later.
You're going for zone number 6. Zone number 6. Then here in the forward we have our Stingray Sharks and Beach Party. Stingray Sharks and Beach Party, zone number 7. Zone number 7. 9:10 exactly, in 20 minutes we are going to leave this location. If you guys want to use restroom, you can use the restroom which is at the entrance of the theater. Also, if you have forgot your beach towels, we still have 20 minutes. You can go to deck number 9, get some beach towel for you. If you want to buy some bottle of water, bottle of soda, we have our bar staff right there. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to be right there. Ask me, we'll be happy to assist you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, what's up, everybody? Just making sure I got my mic and stuff on. I recorded a whole bunch of stuff earlier and the mics wasn't on. So this is something that I gotta get used to now, using the mic, the mini mics and stuff like that. But what I was talking about earlier was basically just explaining what we were going to be doing today. Like I said, we're going to the Mayan Ruins. However, there's a little bit confusion between everybody in the group because people think we're going to see the huge pyramids, and some people say no, we're just going to see little small villages that they found and stuff like that. So hopefully once we get with the excursion, they'll be able to let us know exactly what we're going to see. So regardless, I'm excited to see the Mayan ruins, regardless of their pyramids, little villages, anything like that. I am excited to see that. So today they say it's planning to be a hot day, so the fit for the day, I kept it simple. Got on a nice polo. Yeah, it's wrinkled. Got on some nice shorts, and of course I got my J's for comfort. Yeah, don't talk about my shirt. You know, they don't have ironing boards and irons on the ship, so yes, it's wrinkled. But, and of course, my hat. I gotta go ahead and put on some sunscreen and stuff like that now, so I don't get sunburned. But other than that, you know, we got about another 15 minutes until we leave for the excursion, and then it's gonna get started. Alright guys, we finally got off the ship. Look like we're moving now, so go ahead, follow the excursion. But yeah, we're moving now. Just got off the boat. Right beside the Margaritaville, you have the Celebrity Beyond. It's a pretty cool ship. Now I do see where everybody's talking about they got a lot of infinite balconies, meaning like just the window goes down in your room. It's like the whole side of the ship is just those. So I gotta get on a Celebrity ship to try, them out and see how they are. And then right over here you got the, I wanna say this is probably, this is the Mardi Gras. All right, so over there you got the Carnival Mardi Gras. Definitely gotta get on that. I know I'll be on the brand new ship next year for my birthday, so I can't wait for that. But yeah, let's take a look. And if you don't have an excursion with your cruise line, they do have different excursions that you can, come up to, like last minute tours and stuff like that you could do. And I only recommend doing that if you're used to keeping track of time and you know how to traverse the port that you're going to. And then also too, just the security and the insurance of it all, make sure that you're able to get back to this ship. Yeah, they got Margaritaville right there. Hey everybody, we just went through security on the port. So just like I said, once you get inside the port, you'll see all the different type of excursions and things of that nature that they will offer. All right, so now we're looking for zone 4. All right, so there we go over here. All right, guys, so just checked into the excursion. You had to sign a waiver. It was primarily saying that you assume responsibility to follow directions and all of that stuff. And if you were to get injured, there is a risk that you could get injured. So just make sure that you clearly understand that as well. So in most cases, when you do excursions, in most excursions, they do the waivers, you know, just to basically protect them. So I'm gonna walk around. They said we got about 5 minutes before we leave, but this is the port area that I'm walking through right now, and they have a lot of different shops. So like over here look like a more of like, you know, gift shop, and then they got the rum cake gift shop, then supermarket and drugstore for so people who may need like sunscreen, medicine, snacks and stuff to take with you on the excursion. They got that out here. This is the huge tiki hut that they're meeting everybody. They do offer an ATM here, and then of course they all have all the different type of you know, your duty-free stores and stuff like that that you basically see at every single port. You know, all the jewelry places, Tanzanite, and all that stuff. So, in most cases, they really do have good deals on, you know, jewelry and stuff, but I'm not a jewelry person, so I don't really pay attention to any of it. But yeah, so if you are coming to Cozumel, don't really want to go, no sir, and you don't want to go like onto the mainland or outside of the port, they do have a lot of different type of shops, restaurants, and things for you to do here, here in Cozumel. So now, if I'm not mistaken, Cozumel has more than one port. So if I'm trying to remember correctly, I don't remember coming to this port the last time I was in Cozumel. I was at another one, but it's pretty nice. But let's go ahead and head back to the tiki hut. So when our group is ready to leave, we're ready to go. But this is what this port of Cozumel looks like. And then they got little areas down this way, stores and stuff. I see an Effie down there. But yeah, I'm probably gonna stop back through here after the excursion to pick up some stuff for my wife and for my dogs. All right, cool. All right, guys, we are starting to line up for this excursion. I'll go ahead and get in the back of the line. Ain't mad at it. But yeah, we're about to line up for this excursion. Go check out these Mayan Ruins. See what it's about. Now, I heard it's like an hour and a half drive to the ruins. So, yeah. Hopefully we drive through the inner city and stuff like that and get a chance to see real Mexico. So, hopefully. Yeah.
condition.
Excellent.
It is good?
Yeah.
I know. For me also it's very nice, right? So just imagine to live here during 31 years for total. So, well, mis amigos, we're almost starting the tour. We're almost starting the tour, and I would like to share with you important security protocols. So the ride from here to our first stop will be approximately 30 minutes, okay, to our first stop. And I need that everybody remain on your seats during all the ride, okay? And also very important, fasten your seatbelts. And in case of emergency, friends, well, I have the main entrance, main exit to my left hand side. For principal language it is Espanol, right? So almost 80% of the population in all the country speak Spanish. But mis amigos, also you are located in Yucatan, you are located here in Cozumel, and our mother language is Maya. So we speak Maya language here in this island, friends. And also, friends, we need to speak English because Cozumel is a 90% touristic place, but our English it's not very perfect. I know that I have some mistakes. I know that I have some. You have a sticker that says the name of one of your tour guides, right? So Lily is going to be one of your tour guides today. So please, mis amigos, can we give a big clap to Lily, por favor? Excelente. And also, friends, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be the person that is going to be in charge of the blah, 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 right? I'm going to tell you the information about Cozumel, where we're going to be in this beautiful island, and the most important, mis amigos, we're going to be checking everything for you, right? So my name is Chalo, right? So you can call me Chalo, you can call me amigo. Do you know what means amigo?
Yes.
Friend. You can call me also primo. It's okay, yes, of course.
Alright guys, it look like we just arrived. We got like, I don't know if you see it. You see that? right, guys, we just made it to the excursion. They did share a couple of rules and things of that nature. So, like, you're allowed to take cell phones in, but if you do have like other things like camcorders, GoPros and stuff, they did say you have to pay copyright fee. So you can be able to use your devices if you're doing anything else but taking pictures on your phone.
Yeah, we're in line. You want me to give your other ticket?
So we're just waiting to go inside. I'll bring you guys in once the tour gets started.
I do. I didn't know all the words though. Chalo.
Thank you. All right, guys, so good thing I will be able to take my GoPro in to get all the footage of the Mayan ruins. And guys, I'm so excited. This is like another bucket list thing for me. If you do decide to come and do the Mayan ruins and chocolate tasting excursion on Margaritaville at Sea or any other cruise line, just remember, if you are a content creator or you like to take home videos and things of that nature, be prepared to pay a copyright charge so you can be able to have the copyrights to do the video footage and be able to post it. And that's even if you're posting it at night, or even if you keep it as a keepsake, you still have to pay that copyright. So with that being said, also make sure you bring cash. I was able to do cash back by buying from one of the gift shops, but that may not always be a guarantee. So make sure when you do come to this excursion, you do bring cash, especially if you're waiting to do the copyright. All right, so, but outside of that, we're just waiting to get the tour started, and then we're going to, I gotta pay the copyright, and then we're gonna get the tour started. All right, guys, we done caught back up with the tour after paying for the copyright.
If you want to show your power, how many materials do you have? How many people do you have? You're gonna do your settlement high and high. Here in Cozumel, if I'm honest with you, our settlements looks like those ones. And it is because this place never was a city, was a sanctuary dedicated to a goddess named Ischel. Goddess Ischel was the goddess of fertility, was the goddess of health, was the goddess of medicine. So basically, for Mayas, the goddess Ischel was the goddess of life. Maya people arrived to Cozumel just asking for life. So here in front of us, you're gonna see rocky basement. And rocky basement always gonna represent one thing, high class. In those days, usually high class never touched the ground. And it is because Maya people believe high class had a kind of connection with God in heaven. And the same way like the ground have a connection with the underworld. Do you know what is a cenote?
Mm-hmm.
No? Cenotes are like an sinkhole, but just with fresh water, clean water. I'm gonna show you some pictures. This is an open cenote. But we have another type. We got semi-open cenote, almost completely closed, only with a little hole in the top. And also we have the caverns or caves. It is a tomb. That kind of tomb used to be for royalty, because remember, if you never touch the ground when you live, you're never gonna touch the ground when you die. Next to an important places, that used to be a temple. By the way, that used to be the house to the high priest. Because for Maya, if I was someone of in high class in life, and if I have the chance to come back again, of course I want to come back in a someone of a high class. So now, friends, we're gonna continue. We're gonna visit that settlement. Just por favor, watch the step all the time.
I'm trying to get the water.
I know, and I asked you.
Hola, hola,
Lily, buenos días.
sector we name it Costa Oriental. Remember, we got Mayas from the north, from the south, and it is depends the materials that you have, and depends the things that's gonna happen in those days, gonna be the type of construction. So in this area, we name it Costa Oriental. How you can identify temples at Costa Oriental? Because you're always gonna see in front two columns. Maya people all the time used to believe in duality or the opposite. I mean, day, night, good, bad, sun, moon. And in temple, you always gonna see tiny doors. Many people believe the Mayas was tiny. By the way, can you see my hiker? I am a Mayan descendant. But if you see that door, continue being too tiny for me. So in houses, we can appreciate regular doors. In temples, tiny ones. And was just to show respect. Because if someone wants to entrance and give the welcome, in that case to the high priest, tiny door gonna obligate everyone to make exactly a bound. In that way, yes or yes, you're gonna show respect. But next to the handspring, we got some blue spots. Can you see? In all the entrance, we got some blue color.
Yeah.
Blue color was one of the most important colors for Mayas. But thanks to the blue colors, the Spaniards believed the Mayans had gold. What I mean? Spaniards. Are you familiar with Leonardo da Vinci?
Mm-hmm.
He painted a lot of beautiful things, right? If you Google those paintings, you're gonna see the blue color always just in a little spot. Usually the people say that was because was important, could be of course, but also was because was expensive. Spaniards used to get the blue color from two stones. Could be the stone lapis lazuli or could be the stone azulita. So the Spaniards, if they want to get blue, in those days they exchange the same weight in blue in same weight in gold. But now, talking about Maya. Maya people, they never use stones for blue, they use a plant. We name it añil. But the scientific name now in nowadays, it is Indigero fructuosa. So Maya people discovered when they boil this plant and when they put it in the heat of the sun, they get the blue color. Plus, they mix that with a stone named paligorskita. Paligorskita, it is a white stone, looks like quicklime a little bit. So when you smash, it's gonna be like quicklime. Depends how many paligorskita do you ask, gonna be this shade of blue. Plus, they boil that with animal fat. Thanks to the animal fat, limestone and the plaster absorbs the fat and print the color in the settlement. About all the area when the Mayans arrived to make the pilgrimage, but was between 900 to 1,400. Oops, sorry. Just remember, friend, what you said? Huh? Sí, ya sé dónde está.
Oh, no. What did you say? The angel did all this whole...
Maya people arrived to the destination in 300 AD. Yeah, be careful, I think that one is fire ants.
Oh.
That's a hole right there.
Oh, green iguana!
Oh, wow. Oh, look.
It's not usual to see the green iguana. Whoa, this is our lucky day. I will take a photo too.
Yep.
Friends, we have a green iguana in front of us. I was mentioned it's not usual to see a green iguana. Normally we can see a lot of gray ones.
Did you take a picture?
By the way, that one it is pretty young. Yeah, it is pretty young. And normally that one can be 3 feet long as soon they are adults. And we have also orange iguanas that could be 5 feet long.
He says, I'm going to hide.
And also it's posing for us. Okay, friends, now we are in front of another rocky basement. And remember, rocky basement represents high class. This used to be for the ruler and family of the ruler. That part used to be the house. That part used to be a private temple. And that kind of big backyard used to be for people singing, dancing, and making music. By the way, friends, that kind of people for Mayas used to be truly important because they believe they can catch the attention from the gods, singing, dancing, making music, prayers, bloodletting rituals, and sacrifice. But let me explain you. Many people believe the Mayan wake up in a way like, let's gonna sacrifice 50 people today. But of course not. In the case of the Mayas, the sacrifice was an honor. And they only practiced a sacrifice in a desperate scream. For example, one of the most important things that the Mayans did was water. Because Maya people was an agriculture. And when you are an agriculture, the rain, the water, gonna be the difference. Too much rain, all your crop gonna die. But not enough rain, all your crop gonna die too. So they try to catch the attention from the gods. They pass through the steps, but if they feel that they need more attention, they practice a sacrifice. Who was sacrificed? Normally, in the case of the Mayas, was people of a high class.
Oh, the high class?
Yes. Because in Maya times, if I'm gonna offer something to the gods, I'm gonna offer the best to the best. So for Mayas was for completely different than another cultures in Mexico, because Maya people always offer the best to the best. Okay, let's gonna continue walking at this one. Okay, friends, now we are in front of an arch. By the way, I'm sorry. I don't know if you saw the name of the place, San Gervasio. It is an Spaniard name. Normally the names in all this area have his original name in Maya. Maybe you already hear about Chichen Itza, Tulum, Cobá, Tikal, Petén, Uxmal, Ekbalan, Chacchoven. So here in Cozumel, this area used to be for an Spaniard. It used to be land for another family. So they leave the whole area to the government just to save the heritage of Mexico. So for that reason, we continue having an Spaniard name. But the original name of this area, it is in Maya. And the original name, it is Tantún. Tantún from Maya means flat stone or flat rock. Remember, all Cozumel, it is for completely formed by limestone. And in all Cozumel, wherever you make a hole at the ground, you can take water from cenote.
All right, guys. So, battery went, well, it didn't go dead, but camera kind of overheated. But in the midst of trying to change the battery and stuff, I done changed all the settings on the GoPro. So hopefully I'm recording on the right settings. I think I am. But I got a couple of pictures at the arch that they have back there. But here's another site.
Now we're gonna enter to the main plaza, but right here you can see how the roads are joined. If you see the road, go straight to the arch, but join with this one and go straight to the house of the high priest, and also go straight to the house of the ruler. Okay, friends, let me see.
Stand in my shadow. Stand in my shadow.
Okay, but once the road's gonna enter to a specific areas like the main plaza, they start to add pieces of obsidian. all these little rocks are obsidian stone. By the way, remember obsidian comes from volcanoes. Maya people use the obsidian for many things. First of all, it is crystal, so if you break, it's gonna look like a weapon or as a knife. Second thing,
We call them arrowheads.
they use it as a solar filter. By the way, if you put this in your eye and you cover the other one and you see straight to the sun, you can track the sun. At the end, can I share with you in case if you want to see how it looks? And the last thing, they put it at the ground. Maya people believe these kind of things works against negativity. Maya people believe all the time in good and bad energy. So they put it there because they need to catch the last bad energies before they enter and worship the goddess of the moon. So now no 100%, my family from Puerto Rico. Yeah, but the way we have all the time, we used to all the time to last name. And my first last name, it is Maya. My first last name, by the way, it is B, like the sac B. So my first last name in Maya means road.
Oh,
Yeah. And for example, normally when we marry, we never lose our last name. Only if we have kids, we join our last names. So now my daughters have both last name in Maya because my family comes from Mayan descendants and the family of my husband comes from Mayan descendants. So now the last name of my daughters in Maya means road of a mountain or mountain with a road.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. All right, guys. So we just finished the tour here at the Mayan Ruins. So, the biggest thing that I like about this, even though I'm not seeing the huge pyramids, but to be able to be here in this Mayan city to see how they live their everyday lives and to really understand, I believe in the city that we're in, there are no buildings on the ground level. And so that just shows you that this city was of high wealth, high class. Now they could have had other parts. I believe it's just this part because I'm noticing they have trails that follow like this that I'm walking on right now. They have these trails like going off into the jungle and stuff. So I'm pretty sure they probably got more stuff that's like, you know, not as grand as what we're seeing right here. But I really enjoyed this tour. It looks like we're about to head to the next spot. I know they said we're about to do like a tour around the east side of Cozumel to see the Caribbean Sea. And then we're gonna go to do the chocolate tasting. That's the last thing that we have. Now, I thought we was gonna see a cenote today. They spoke about it, so I'm not giving up on that yet. But if we are able to, that will literally be the icing on the cake for me. I will be very satisfied with the excursion. But we'll see what else we have left to do here on this excursion. All right, guys, so we are literally here at the end of this part of the tour. And then I believe we're about to do the whole entire We're about to do like all of the, I think they said they're gonna take us down the east coast of Cozumel so we can be able to see the Caribbean Sea and what that has to offer. Yeah, so this was a pretty good tour. I really enjoyed this tour so far. So once we get back on the bus, head to the next spot, that's when I'll bring you guys back. I gotta let my GoPro cool off. It keeps cutting off on me because it keeps overheating and stuff. So once we get back on the ship, I'll bring you guys back. Hey, what's up, y'all? We finally made it to the Maya Cocoa Company. Yeah. Oh, the Mayan Cacao Company. Make sure I'm using it. So right now they have us all lined up to take welcome pictures in front of a Mayan calendar. So that's what we're doing right now. Smell like chocolate. Alright guys, so we're in the gallery here. I guess they're just talking about the history of chocolate here.
By the way, those houses used to look like this. Maya people never use corners or windows. Normally the houses was for completely round. They used two doors, one to the east, one to the west. Maya times when the sun is entering to the house from the east means time to work. When the sun goes outside to the house from the west means time to rest. No corners. Maya people believe, remember all the time in good and bad energy. So they believe they need the wind entrance to the house, run the house, get all the bad energies, and goes to the other door. And in that house, we have an altar. Remember, in Old Mexico, we have a big celebration that we name it Day of the Dead. In Maya time, they used to have the same tradition, but they name it Hanal Pishan. Hanal means food or like the action to eat, and Pishan means soul. So it is basically food
To feed the soul.
How this tradition works. 1st of November we dedicated to the kids. 2nd of November we dedicated to the adults. 1st of November we put a picture of the kid, some candy, some toy, favorite food of the kid. 2nd of November, we put the picture of the adults, favorite food of the adults, some tequila, some beer. And in the rest of the month, because we celebrate all November, we put the food for everybody. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes the people arrive and like, oh my God, in Mexico, they're like crazy. They worship the dead. But of course not, we do not worship the dead. We only do this kind of tradition to remember it with a smile our friends, our family, our kids. You know, here in Mexico, we love to say, till death do us part do not exist for us. We know they are no more physically here, but we know they're gonna be alive as long as we remember.
I think it's already in there.
It's Mexican too. So friends, how was the mole? Do you like it? Yeah.
Yes.
Normally that kind of foods we eat with chicken and rice. For example, we prepare different dishes. First day, we eat with chicken and rice. And if we eat all the chicken and the next day we use the sauce, we boil eggs. We make like an tacos with eggs. We roll the egg. We put the salsa, sour cream, cheese, onions, and we eat it as enchiladas. So normally, for example, if we prepare mole for our houses, we do a lot of salsa because we want to eat enchiladas at the next day. And for example, that mole, it is a little bit sweet. It is depends the house. In my case, I grow my whole life with the sweet mole. But as soon as I get married, my mother-in-law make a spicy mole. So it is depends the house, it is depends the tradition. Okay, friends, if you are ready, let's gonna continue at this point.
All right, so we just got finished tasting the chocolate tortilla and mule, and we are now about to head into another area. So
Vamos a hacer solo algo? Sí. Yeah, by the way, friends, here we got the food allergies. Remember, we got this chocolate includes sugar, cinnamon, different spices, vanilla, honey, and annatto. Remember, the annatto, it is the one that I show you and I'm showing outside. It is the red spice. Oops. So, welcome, friends. Remember, we're gonna go upstairs, but we got at the edge, we got little steps. So, por favor, 1, 2, 3, chocolate. You can see the small steps, please.
it just
Yes, exactly. You can.
Okay.
In case if you want to sit here in this area, you can do it.
Okay.
All of those one are to sit. Welcome, friends. You can choose whatever you want to sit. This can be all for us.
all right. So they just gave us some chocolate. I'm gonna wait to taste it. I guess they're about to do another presentation, so let's wait. All right, so let's go ahead and take a taste. Oh my God, so good. Man, that was good. Right, like not full with all that sugar either. Right, that was really good, guys. Really, really good. Fresh.
Excellent. Now you're mine. I got a question. Are you having a good time?
Yes.
Okay, amigos, I'm so glad to hear that. And everybody, bienvenidos. Welcome to the Mayan Cacao Company. Today, I'm your host, and I want to show you how to make chocolate. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
For this activity, go ahead. Take many pictures, record videos. If you have questions about the ingredients, the recipe, be my guest. And don't forget that mi casa es tu casa. And well, I have to take the roasted cocoa nibs and I place them on the metate. How do I get to this point? Well, before I have to do the roasting. You can see that this is the complete bean. I have to remove the skin of every single one of them. I break them in small pieces, so that's the way I obtain my cocoa nibs. Of course, Mayans many years ago used to have metates. You know, the metate is a grinding table, pure limestone. They used to have this to prepare food, flowers, spices, medicines, and yes, chocolate. Every time you see something like this, remember the tradition in a beautiful way, because a metate belongs to a woman, her mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, so many years of tradition. Of course, the recipe is very interesting, because from the beginning, Mayans didn't have any milk or sugar. They used to have many plants and condiments, and they add 3 important ingredients. And the first one is allspice. You know allspice, right? Mm-hmm. You know the aftershave for the deodorant. Sorry about my pronunciation. This one is something very popular on Christmas. For a pumpkin pie, an apple pie, a rum cake. Am I right?
Yes.
In the Caribbean, it's also popular. We use that a lot to marinate the fish. A pinch of that is delicious in guacamole or coffee. In the chocolate recipe, like I mentioned before, it's a natural enhancer of a fruital sensation. The next ingredient is the cinnamon. So I need 1 and 2 spoons. Then we have annatto or achiote. The question is, what is that? And I guess you feel familiar with the name paprika. My friends, the idea of the condiment is the red color. Red color symbolizes vitality, life, a connection to the Mayan gods to please them. At the end, the condiment doesn't affect the flavor or the aroma, just the color. And I want to tell you, this is one of my favorite ingredients. You know why? Because it's in one of my favorite meals, tacos. Do you like tacos? Yeah. And I can be really specific. Tacos al pastor, the one with pineapple on the top, green salsa, lime, that's what you need. Anyway, let's continue. Amigos, I have to keep grinding this a little bit more. After a few seconds, the powder is ready. What happened next? Well, I need hot water, and normally I mix it so I can have a chocolate beverage. Something like that was given to the royalty, special ceremonies, a Mayan wedding, a funeral, a victory. Come on, everybody knows that. And I would like to tell you more. Do you want to know more? Yes. The pure cacao, for example, was given to the water.
All right, guys, look, I gotta remember now that I'm using these DJI mics to turn them on and not just start pressing record. But yeah, so I'm in the gift shop where I saw those shirts. So, and they said they were 2 for $25, and the ones that I saw are gone. No. Cause they had the skull on them, but these shirts are small. Oh, okay, there go. That's a large. I take that, and then find one for my wife. All right, guys. So bought my shirt, bought some magnets, also got a bag. So we're just gonna go ahead, head back on the ship. Go ahead, head back on the ship. I believe it is actually 2 something according to the time. Yeah, it's 2:17, so technically we're supposed to be back on the ship in an hour. So I always like to get back on the ship a whole hour before the report time, just to feel safe and reassured. So we're about to go head back and get on the ship. still recording, guys. So yeah, I just took a whole picture in front of the cruise ship, but it's nice out here, guys. And look how clear and blue the water is. There go our ship right there. Now, I know y'all probably see a lot of that seaweed in the water. The tour guide was explaining to us that all of the seaweed from the ocean is like heading in this direction. They say it does it like, you know, every once in a while. I mean, every year around this time, where like the seaweed just bombard the beaches and stuff on the east side of the island. So, but yeah, we're about to go ahead and get back on this boat.